saving will make you rich eventually, but I think there's a point where you have to say, hey, why do I want to be rich? And what does it mean for me to be rich? And I think that goes back to a lot of the points we've been making about, hey, if you have your goals and your values, if your values are dictating a certain thing, then that is what should be driving your financial decisions. It shouldn't necessarily be a number of, I want to be a millionaire, or I want to have $200,000 in my savings account or my investment portfolio. It should be, hey, what do I want to do with my life and my time? And how can money enable me, and how can my savings enable me to do that? And if you start thinking that way, I know for myself and for my wife, it really has enabled us to be forward-looking, to be at peace with the amount of money we're making right now. And every time we are spending money, it gives us the opportunity to be like, hey, is this where we want to be long-term? Do we want, this 6-pack of beer, or do we want to buy a new couch? These are things we're discussing right now. And I do want a new couch, but maybe we don't need one right now, or maybe we can, save differently and spend differently moving forward to achieve the bigger, more grander life goals that we have. Yeah, definitely. Anything you want to add on that, Blake?
No, I think it's really good. And I think Kenny on there, you're saying like being rich has a different meaning to everyone. And I mean, That's so true. Because like, I can't sit here and tell you, Cameron, this should be your goal. And that, this is what right is, because it is for you and it is for your family. So, for me, and what I would try and share with anyone would be, there's no one else that should influence that more than you and your wife or your husband, and saying, what do we want to achieve, and what do we value, and filter that through your value system to make those decisions. Because for me as a 22-year-old, what drove my decision making to go get that car loan for that brand new blue Honda Accord I bought right off the lot? It smelled so good, and I got a great loan for it because I just graduated into a full-time job. That decision was people who have a job after college go buy cars, and I saw this guy get a car, and I saw that girl get a car, and so now it's my turn to go get a car. And that was my decision. Like, that's as far out as I looked. It was, I can afford the payment, so I can do it. Instant gratification, exactly. And now I'm just like them. That's what drove it. Instead, I never filtered that through the whole. Is this helping me? What's most important to me? And am I putting my resources towards that? In this case, financing or finances. Am I putting these finances towards reaching further goals? As a 22-year-old, I didn't look out too far. But now as a 30, whatever I am, 33, and a dad of 2 and a husband, there's some really important things I should be thinking about before I instantly gratify myself by buying a brand new car with a $450 payment. Just because I can qualify for it. And because my neighbor, there's a lot of great cars over here where I live in Northern Virginia. That's not a good enough reason. That shouldn't even be in my decision-making, cycle here. It should be, hey, Katie, what are the goals that we have, and are these decisions making it? And as soon as, a brand new BMW 7 Class is in my goals, then that's going to be a really fun goal to get to. But the other goals we have right now are, college, are, insurance payments that are important to make, are saving for a house, are making sure we can, go visit family in Colorado next summer, and putting a big chunk towards that, long-term future stuff. And so that's outweighing decisions that are either instant gratification or just, keeping up with the Joneses, like Kenny said too. So,
yeah, that's great.